Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joan MacLean and I do makeup and true crime here in Canada every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I was supposed to have my first true crime Tuesday up and that was an epic fail. It just seems like this week has just been nothing but crazy for me. I am exhausted. I've been working 2 jobs. I work 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. most of the time. It's been crazy for me. I'm exhausted, and even trying to film right now, I had my lighting. I didn't like it the way that it was last time, so now I'm changing that up. Mine as well. And yeah, I'm just so tired. So today I am doing a true crime, and usually I do it by province to province. I'm not doing that today. I am just gonna ring it. I am doing whatever I want, and I'm doing a crime that happened in Ontario because I feel like it and I liked it when I was reading it. So there you go. So, whoa. Don't know what that was. So there you go. So yeah, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe and comment on anything that you see. If you want to know more about my products, I do list them down below. So I am going to get straight into it. Today we are talking about William. If anyone knows who this guy is, he is a constable who killed people. When I say constable, I meant to say colonel in the military who would kill people and wear their lingerie, wear their clothes, try to look, pew, pew, pew. I'm a man in woman's clothes. He was just into some weird stuff, weird fetishes, all that fun stuff. So another thing I have to say is Robert or William seems to be a very, very common name in Canada if you're a killer. So don't name your kids Robert or William because they kill people. Like Robert Picton, Robert Latimer. Now we got William. I think this is the first William, but whatever. Or Clifford. All these names I cannot name my kids now. No Roberts, no Williams, no Cliffords, no Vincent Lees. Can't even use my last name MacLean because we got murdered, It's just been crazy. But yeah. You know what? Let's just get into it. I'm excited. I'm filming again at night. So if you hear people walking around and you hear weird noises, that is my dog. My husband's out right now. So hopefully I can get this done before he comes back and makes a lot of noise. Okay? So with further ado, let's get into our Thriller Thursday. Here we go. Pew, 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 pew. So let's get right into it. So William was born in Bromsgrove, England, to Cedric William and Naomi William. That was his little family, just him and his parents. His family immigrated to Canada to Chalk River because his dad got a job in a laboratory in Chalk River. So they immigrated there. After relocating, they became really good friends with this other another family, going to all the Christmases with the family. They would do all the New Year's Eves. Anytime there was a festivity going on, they spent it with their family, became really close. So William's parents divorced when he was around 6 years old, and Naomi, his mom, decided that, you know what, I'm going to marry the guy who they've been hanging out with a lot, the family. So she married Jerry, I think it's Sovaka. Boom, right there again for you guys to see and love. So William took the name of his stepdad, Sovaka, or whatever, or however you pronounce it, and decided that he was going to move with him. So him and his mom moved with them, and he went to high school in Toronto, and then he finished school in the Upper Canadian College in Ontario. So his mom and his stepdad moved to South Korea, and he became a boarding student here in Canada. So when I hear boarding student, if this might just be me, could be everyone, I hear boarding student, I think of money. So he came from a family that was pretty wealthy. His dad got transferred to South Korea because of a project. So his family did have quite a bit of money. So that must have been nice. So on June 1st, 1991, he married Mary Elizabeth Horman, who was the associate director of the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Canada. The couple moved to Orleans, Ottawa, so Orleans is like a suburb of Ottawa, there for a little bit. And he was posted as the director of the Air Force at that time. William's wife has, since December 2010, started the process of filing for divorce and is trying to get all of her financial and medical information sealed by the courts. So if you don't know about this case, you can kind of get a little sense of maybe something that William did. I'm not going to give it away 100%. We do know that he killed people, but we don't know what else he did, right? So she is filing for divorce for him in 2010. I believe now in 2021 that she probably got the divorce by now. And I didn't see anywhere if she did get her medical or financial records sealed by the court. So we'll never know, I guess. So William was regarded as a model military guy before this big case happened and came to light what he did. He was considered to be one of the best military people out there. He did 23 years in the military of Canada. He also enrolled in the Canadian Forces in 1987 after graduating from the University of Toronto with an economic and political science degree. He got his flying wings in 1990 and was promoted to 3 Canadian flying training schools. He was promoted to captain on January 1st, 1990, where William was posted at 434 Combat Support Squadron. William was also promoted to major in November 1999 and was posted to the Director General Military Careers in Ottawa, where he served multiple engine pilot career management. He obtained his master's degree in defense studies from the Royal Military College of Canada in 2004 with a 55-page thesis that supports the preemptive war in Iraq. He was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel on July 19th, 2004, and then he was appointed as Commander Officer of the 437 Transport Squadron of CFB, Trenton, Ontario, and posted there for 2 years. So he moved up pretty quick, but he was also a very, very good military guy. He was very well respected. Anytime I read something about him, everyone said that he was great. He did everything by the book. He was just an awesome person to be around when it came to the military. They never had anything negative about his career when it came to the military in Canada. So William was described as an elite pilot. He was a shining bright star in the military. He flown Queen Elizabeth II, a couple dukes, the prime minister at the time of 2004. I don't know who that was. It was probably Stephen Hopper or somebody like that. I couldn't tell you by the just like top of my head. I don't know who that was. And the many other diligence of Canada. He came across as a very polite man, very professional. He flew them all in the Canadian VIP Force aircraft. So, like that helicopter or the big plane that the presidents get to use when they fly everywhere. That's kind of like what Canada has, something like that. And he got to use that and he flew it. So he flew really big name people in and out Canada, overseas, all kinds of stuff. So he was a very well respected man when it came to the military. So now we're going to talk about one of William's victims. So Jessica Lloyd was 27 at the time, and she vanished from her house on January 28th. So when she vanished, the investigators noticed when they came to her house, they noticed a distinct set of tire, oh my God, speech impediment just came out there, tire tread marks right outside her house. And so they did an extensive search to see if they could find matching tire tracks. So what they did was they had set up kind of like a roadblock outside her house, but they set it up in a way that they could just see if they could, on the highway, to see if like a car would drive by that matched the tire marks that they found. So they were just kind of waiting to see if they found that. And they did that from 7 p.m. on February 4th, 2010 to 6 a.m. So that is when our boy William shows up in his Pathfinder, and his Pathfinder tires match the tread marks near her house. So subsequently, these are the exact same tires. This is pretty much what got him caught. But he usually drives a BMW, and this was the one day he didn't. And it was the one day, like, thank God he didn't, because they caught him. Who knows how many other women he could have killed if he was driving his BMW that day. So on February 7th, 2010, the CFD Trenton-based commander was at his newly built home where his wife lived full-time and he lived part-time. He was called by the OP Ottawa and asked to come in for questioning. During the 10-hour interview, he confessed to numerous crimes on which he later was convicted for. Early in the morning, William led investigators to the body of Jessica Lloyd in a secluded area, which was only 13 minutes from his house. He also, during the interrogation, talked about, there's a bug in here, and I keep seeing it fly around, and it's tossing me for a loop. There it is again. I don't think I got it. So he also confessed to a murder of a corporal that was 37, who was a flight attendant at the CFD Trenton area that he was in, who she was found dead inside her house. So he admitted to that one. So now they're like, this guy, if you admit to killing someone, you're going to jail. You can't just be like, yeah, I killed them, let me go, you know? Or you could be like Robert Pickton, where they literally find the bodies on your farm and you're like, what? I don't know how that got there. Like, come on, you know. So along with the other murder charges, William was charged with break and enter, forcible confinement, sexual assault of 2 other women in connection with 2 separate home invasions near where he was in September 2009. And according to reports, women they were bound, and he took photos of them when he was doing all this. So yeah, he's not a good guy. So also, William was arraigned and he was remanded in custody on Monday, February 8th, 2010. The Canadian Forces announced that day that a new person will be signed for William's position, and that his biograph from the department was also going to be removed because they did not want him to be any part of the department anymore. So because of this, hours later after the announcement of William's arrest, police services around Canada opened up unsolved homicide cases where William was stationed as a military person, just to see if maybe there was some sort of connection. They were unsolved cases based on statements that William said. So William was kind of giving, some more information about other cases that he said that he did. So other unsolved cases were now put open because they wanted to see if there was any type of connection between here and William. A week after his arrest, investigators reported that along with hidden keepsakes that he had in his house, there was other evidence that they found in their home, and that they found a matching boot print to a homicide case that was reopened. So he did do quite a bit, and we'll talk more about those keepsakes, but he was one of those people who really liked to relive what he did. So what he would do is he would take photos. He would with taking photos too, he would also keep pieces of like the clothing and stuff just so he could relive what he did. And he had it all set up, ready to go in the little room so he could take it on. He also would wear the women's clothing that he would take and take photos of himself in it. So William was investigated and interviewed by a detective, and the detective's name was Jim Smith. And so his interview started at 3 p.m. and ended around 7:45 p.m. So that was like 10 hours of the investigation. He was interviewed and interrogated for 10 hours. In the confession, he gave details of his crimes, including sexual assault and 82 break-ins and thefts. Some of them occurred in Ontario within walking distance of his house, but some of them also were around where he had a cottage in 2004. So he also told police where they could find evidence, including hidden keepsakes inside his Ontario home. The couple had moved to the new house 2 months before he was interrogated by police. So this look right here is giving me like butterfly vibes. What do you guys think? Butterfly vibes, or am I just crazy? I'm getting butterfly vibes. So, and if you're wondering, I'm using all for my eyes today. I'm using the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. If you don't know who Alyssa Edwards is, Google her, please, because she is a fierce drag queen, who I love. She's one of my favorites. So go check her out. Go back to the story. So he also told the detective where he could find images he took of the ladies he murdered. So of Lloyd and the other lady, I forget her name right off the bat. But he said that he could find parts of photos that he took of them, also other women that he sexually assaulted, and where to find them in his house. He also had a video of what he did to the women. He filmed some of it. He told him where he identified on a map where he dumped Lloyd's body. And yeah, he's just not the best guy, you know? I don't know, like, kids, again, some of these serial killers and stuff, they come from like a crazy family, or they come from a really bad neglected family, where this guy didn't. He was just a normal guy. He sounded like he came from a pretty rich family, a pretty like just regular family. There was a divorce that might have screwed him up, but yeah, and now he's killing people and raping them. So I don't know what that's about, you know. So in 2010, in October, William pled guilty to all the charges on the first day of William's trial, and the details emerged of other sexual assaults that he committed. He committed, including that of a new mother who was awakened with a blow to the head while she and her baby were asleep in their house. The first day of trial, he revealed that William also had pedophilic tendencies, where he would steal underwear of little girls as young as 9 years old, and he made 82 fetish-related home invasions and attempted break-ins. So I don't know exactly what that means, but it doesn't sound good. So yeah, I saw this look on Pinterest and it looked so cool. And now I'm putting it on and I'm questioning myself. Choices, right? So yeah, he's gross. So William did a bunch of break-in and ended sexual assault with no penetration to rape and murder. He kept details tracked on police records of the crimes and he logged his crime. He kept photos and videos and even left notes and messages for his victims. So after he would sexually assault them, break and enter, steal their stuff, or just tie them up, he would leave messages for them, which is always great, right? I'm really concentrating right now. I'm really trying to get this going. I'm going to make something beautiful out of whatever this is. So yeah, so he would leave messages. He said that he broke into a 12-year-old's bedroom and left on the message, "Thank you," in French. He took thousands of pictures of his crime. He would keep photos on his computer. The Crown Attorney had numerous pictures of William dressed in underwear and bras that he had stolen, and then he would masturbate in them because, you know, why not? So he would try to dress nice and put on some women's clothing and try to feel his fantasy, you know? You know, it's not bad for men to wear women's clothing. I'm not saying that, but if you steal it from a woman, you just try to like sexually assault or break into, you're a little messed up, okay? So yeah, he would do that. I'm just gonna try to touch up this, make it look a little bit reasonable. So he would dress up in the clothes. He would take photos of them, of him in the women's clothing. He would masturbate in them while lying on the beds of the victim, because he usually bound his victims. That was kind of like his other thing he did, was bound them so they couldn't move or do anything else. So he was only convicted of murdering 2 people, and that was it, because they didn't have proof of him murdering anyone else, just those 2. Some of the photos presented on the first day of his trial were published in the newspaper, as some newspapers explained. Although troubling, the photos were published because it captured the essence of the crimes that William committed. So when I was in school in university, and I took criminology in university, I remember one of the books I had, one of the first photos in the books was William in a lingerie outfit of a victim that he had. So that's why this case really stands out for me, because I was like, that was one of the first ever books I had in university. Ontario Supreme Court of Canada decided that they were going to sentence him to 2 concurrent terms, life imprisonment with no chance of parole, in 25 years. So he's in there for quite a while. He's not getting out. In other words, I believe he's still in there to this day. Don't quote me on that, but he still might be. And it is believed to be one of the uniforms that William wore was destroyed by burning by the Canadian Air Force, as his name had been stitched into it. They wanted nothing to do with him, and all of his medals and everything were destroyed too. So I'm going to pop on some lashes, hopefully salvage this look, and I will give you guys my final thoughts, okay? All right, so I threw in some lashes. I put some white eyeliner underneath my eyes, and I just put like a basic lip, just because, you know, does this eye look crazy compared to the other one? I don't know. All right, whatever. I don't care. So it just looked like one eye was like... So my final thoughts on this case was... I'm just going to apologize right now, because I haven't been able to do as much research as I used to be able to do, just working those long hours. And I'm really, really going to try to... I'm going to start tomorrow for my next Thursday video, and I'm going to bust down the research and get every detail. It's just been hard, again, saying, like, I've been working 8 to 10 p.m. some nights, so it's been so hard to get my research, get everything set up. I had to move everything out here because my beauty room's still not done yet, and it's been crazy. But nonetheless, my final thoughts on this video is, I feel like they got him. Do you know what I mean? Like with Robert Pickton and stuff, like the cops had a chance, they didn't get him. The cops had a chance, they didn't get him. I find with this guy, they're like, this is the killer, and he was the killer. Do you know what I mean? So they just got him right off the bat. There was like no ifs, ands, or buts, and then he admitted it right off. He's like, that is me. I did do that. Whereas like Clifford Olson, he was like, if you give me money, I'll tell you. So that's the only difference I really find with this story compared to like the rest, is they caught him and he was caught. That's it. That's all. I was caught. So I'm not 100% thrilled with this look. It's different. It's different from me. It's different from what I'm used to. I tried something new, something crazy. I don't want to just keep coming on here and being like, I'm gonna do a brown eyeshadow, you know? So I try to switch it up a little bit, try to give you guys something new, something crazy. I saw it on Pinterest. It was a lot muted than this, like more pastels, but I like it. I'm not mad at it. So let me know down below what you guys thought about this case, and let me know who I should do next. I know a lot of you guys are saying like Kala Kamoka or Paul Bonato. Let me know down below what you guys think and who I should do next. I find I get more invested when I like the case. Like I was looking for Manitoba, and apparently no one does anything in Manitoba, and if they did do something in Manitoba, they won't tell you exactly what they did. They just say that the guy killed someone and that was it. Like, it's so hard to find anything on Manitoba. So if you know a Manitoba case, please let me know. I would like to know. But remember, if you enjoyed this video or you enjoyed any of my videos that I've been posting, please like and subscribe. And I just want to say thank you again for everyone. And there will be a video on Tuesday. I promise you. I already have it edited and ready to go. There is a little bit of a mix-up, and that is it. So I want you guys... Beta! Oh my god. You know what's funny? I was saying how it's not my week, and I put in a little X clip of Beta knocking down my stuff, and I just recorded right after that, after I set everything up, about my final thoughts, and I just realized it wasn't even recorded. So that's awesome. So yeah, my final thoughts on it was, they got this guy. He came in, he said, hey, I am the guy, I did it, you caught me red-handed, here you go. And then he told him a bunch of other stuff. He's like, while I'm here, let me tell you about these 82 other crimes I committed. So I don't have to just go to jail for 10 years. I can go to jail for the rest of my life, right? I also think I came on here too when after Vader knocked everything off. Thank God I didn't take off my makeup. Could you imagine just no makeup on, like I'm at the beginning of the video, and I have to talk to you guys about my final thoughts? But no, so another thing I said was, I'm really hoping that my schedule should be coming down here soon, and I'm really hoping that I'm able to do more research into these criminals. I did find that if I really indulge myself and I like the case a lot, I tend to do better recordings, and I try to do better videos for you guys. If it's a case that I'm just doing, then, and just because somebody said to do it, I don't tend to really enjoy it as much, and I don't give you the best quality you possibly can. Also, I was trying to do Manitoba. Apparently no one does anything in Manitoba or anything that's criminal, but yet they have like the worst cities to live in. So I don't know what that's about. But every time I tried to look up a case that I was like, oh, that's interesting, I couldn't find anything on it, like nothing whatsoever. I know in Canada it's a little bit harder because like we either have like super big cases like Kala Kamoka, Paul Bonato, the Netflix documentary Don't Fuck with Cats. There's a lot of it, right? So like I really tried to like look at different cases instead of just like the well-known ones, but it's hard because it's really hard to find resources. But I'm going to try harder. Hopefully tomorrow I'm off for most of the day, so I can do some more research and I can find you guys the best quality and the best cases and the most interesting cases, so I can keep you guys entertained and I can keep loving what I'm doing. I want to thank you guys again for coming on here and supporting me, liking and subscribing. If you haven't, please like and subscribe, following my socials down below, and just like helping me and promoting me and doing everything you guys have been doing lately. It just means the world to me. Like, I only do this because this is kind of my passion project and I enjoy doing it. And I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for going through the motion with me. Like, look at this look I did today. It's not the best, but I tried something different, right? I don't want to just do the same old brown eyeshadow with a different color lip, you know? So I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out, watching my videos, and just giving me the love and support. It just means the world to me. And again, like and subscribe to my videos if you enjoy what you have been seeing. If you guys know any cases that I might not know that you guys are really into and you want to learn more about, link them down below. Send me a little message. Tell me the criminal or what case. It doesn't have to be a murder case. It could be a train robbery. It could be a kidnap. It could be a mystery case, somebody who doesn't know. I've been trying to look if there's any cults in Canada, and the only people I can find are the Amish. So I hope I can find something because I really do enjoy cults. So let me know what you guys think about this case. I know it was kind of a quicker case, and there wasn't too much details, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. So let me know down below what you guys thought. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Remember, any products I use, I list them down below. Like and subscribe, share the content, and I hope I see you guys again next Tuesday, actually. So see you next Tuesday. I know that doesn't spell the proper word, but make sure you guys like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be posting a true crime that has happened here in Canada. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be some good ones. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.